fire by 50 caliber machine gun weapons along our southern border. Boy, it's hard to imagine.
Unbelievable. It has long been the contention of our Border Patrol agents that they are very often outgunned when it comes to what they've got. I mean, they've got sidearms. They usually, I think, carry rifles in their patrol pickups. But take a look at that thing. That is a battlefield weapon. A 50 caliber rifle fires a very big slug, capable of penetrating a car. And that's what was being used against some of our Border Patrol agents late Saturday night. And 50 caliber weaponry at the Rico Valley under Rio Grande, the busiest sector in the United States for illegal immigration. Over the last couple of months, about 30,000 illegal immigrants working children crossing.
Try again. Your only car Border Patrol agents had to run for cover, and that then somewhere between 40 and 50 people crossed the border and said, okay, here we are. So our Border Patrol agents have no choice but to take these people in and start to bring them to the United States for processing, of course, and that's the bill that we're all paying for right now.
They've got heavy weaponry, essentially suppressive fire, keeping the border agents pinned down so they can get their people smuggled across the river.
And what's unique about this is that, according to reports, it's the first time there's actually been fire coming from across the border into America. Border Patrol agents encounter illegal immigrants and their handlers with illegal weapons all the time, but now shots actually being fired from Mexico across the border into the United States.
It is such a dangerous job down there for our Border Patrol agents today, and one of the questions that we're asking this morning, where's the White House on this? Where is the White House, and what are they saying? What are they doing to protect our men and women who are serving our country down there? But what are they also doing to protect our folks here in the United States? We are all going to be forced to pay a very hefty bill for all of these people coming across. And truly, John, as you pointed out earlier, some of them do need our help and do need our assistance, rightfully so. But others, we're very concerned about gang members and other dangerous people.
And let's look at some of this exclusive to Fox News video that we have. We know about people walking, we know about people coming by car and by truck, but now we see evidence of jet ski entry and escape into the United States. Jet skis have become more and more part of the transportation modality for these illegal immigrants and their drug cartel handlers. And here we see it again across the Rio Grande, jet skis being used.
They are relatively inexpensive, they are small, they are very fast, and they can operate in fairly shallow water, so for the smugglers they are the perfect tool. You know, you can put 2, 3, 4 people on them, overload.
And then could carry in the state of New Jersey. We know in the past Governor Christie has commuted the sentence of another person convicted for the same type of mistaken understanding about what the law is. The law is based on individual cities, counties, and states. So there is a federally protected right to bear arms under the Constitution, but it is limited and regulated by counties, cities, and states. So owning a gun in one state does not allow you to carry in another state. But clearly, looking at this woman and hearing her story, she obviously deserves some empathy. The problem is in the state of New Jersey, it's an unyielding law. And there's a minimum sentence. So whatever your excuse is, you have the gun and you don't have the license, you're going to go to jail.
They do not like concealed weapons, or really any kind of weapons in New Jersey.
Most gun owners, registered gun owners, are familiar with this facet of the law, that you can't necessarily, just because you own one in your home state, you can't transfer it to another state. She, however, was a new gun owner. She hasn't had it for very long, and that's why she's pleading basically.
And you've been sending the emails and Facebook giving your opinions. Nancy in Wisconsin said, no, I don't believe this mom should be held for 3 years and have her children separated.
Couple of times. She had a reason for it. Aaron writes, while this is an unfortunate situation, she should have done her research before traveling.
Aaron saying the law is the law.
That's right. All right. Well, we have some other news to bring you right now. And a Florida jury slamming cigarette maker R.J. Reynolds with $23.6 billion in punitive damages in just one case. The jury siding with the widow of a longtime smoker who died of lung cancer at the age of 36. R.J. Reynolds is the second largest cigarette manufacturer in the country, making cigarettes for brands like Camel and Winston. The company calls the decision grossly excessive and plans to appeal. Peter, I'd love your take on that later. Well, outrage growing over this shocking video. These blue skies, how beautiful is that? The quick photographer saying, quote, it looked as though God parted the clouds. Well, that picture going viral on Instagram. How beautiful. And one Boston Red Sox ball girl thinks that making a great play and then realizes she makes a mistake. Look at this.
Hosmer pulls it fair, and it's handled by the ball girl.
She scooped up the ball by mistake. That look on her face, it says something all, doesn't it? That play was rolled a double, but maybe she should have taken advice from one of her coworkers. Remember this story? A couple weeks ago, another ball girl was spotted snagging foul ball after foul ball. When Herman joined us on Fox and Friends, she told us what you need to do to become a ball girl.
One of the requirements is that you have to play college softball, so you have to know the game and have to have some fielding skills.
And boy, did she ever. Luckily, the Red Sox won the game 2-1. That's lucky for Red Sox fans, not necessarily for others.
You know, there is so much instinct in baseball. You know, you see the ball coming, you want to grab it.
No, ball players make errors all the time. Give her a pass. Let's go.
Keep her in the job. Keep her in the job. All right, we've got some weather to talk about. It's a little humid here and muggy here on the East Coast. Janice Dean is watching all kinds of stuff that's word across the country.
Did Janice change her wardrobe from earlier?
Yes, another lovely one. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because it is National Ice Cream Day, and if you missed it earlier, Heather, spilled a chocolate ice cream all over me. She did not mean to. We both have young
Oh,
children.
it was intentional. It was fully.
Well, here's the thing, Peter.
Yes.
Peter's a lawyer.
Yes.
Do I have a lawsuit?
No, friends don't sue friends. There's also something called workers' compensation.
That's true.
Absolutely not.
There's also a dry cleaner
But
down
there
the
is
block.
something called payback, and I think you've got Carvel coming up later.
How about
There's no lawsuit, but there is payback.
ice cream wrestling later
Wait
on?
to see what
Let's take a look at the weather. Let's take a look at it. It's a beautiful day here in New York City. We had a fewer air that we saw last week.
Tweet at Janice Dean, right? At Janice Dean, tweet, how do you get chocolate ice cream out of a white dress?
Fantastic. Very good question.
Tips from Janice.
something fun now, but something a little more serious for a Sunday now. Up next, the terrorists in Iraq are giving Christians 3 options. Convert,
Viral on Instagram. How beautiful. And one Boston Red Sox ball girl thinks that making a great play and then realizes she makes a mistake. Look at this.
Hosmer pulls it fair, and it's handled by the ball girl.
She scooped up the ball by mistake. That look on her face, it says something all, doesn't it? That play was rolled a double, but maybe she should have taken advice from one of her coworkers. Remember this story? A couple weeks ago, another ball girl was spotted snagging foul ball after foul ball. When Herman joined us on Fox and Friends, she told us what you need to do to become a ball girl.
One of the requirements is that you have to play college softball, so you have to know the game and have to have some fielding skills.
And boy, did she ever. Luckily, the Red Sox won the game 2-1. That's lucky for Red Sox fans, not necessarily for others.
You know, there is so much instinct in baseball. You know, you see the ball coming, you want to grab it.
no, ball players make errors all the time. Give her a pass. Let's go.
Keep her in the job. Keep her in the job. All right, we've got some weather to talk about. It's a little humid here and muggy here on the East Coast. Janice Dean is watching all kinds of stuff that's word across the country.
Did Janice change her wardrobe from earlier?
Yes, another lovely one. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because it is National Ice Cream Day, and if you missed it earlier, Heather, spilled a chocolate ice cream all over me. She did not mean to. We both have young
Oh,
children.
it was intentional. It was fully.
Well, here's the thing, Peter.
Yes.
Peter's a lawyer.
Yes.
Do I have a lawsuit?
No, friends don't sue friends. There's also something called workers' compensation.
That's true.
Absolutely not.
There's also a dry cleaner
But
down
there
the
is
block.
something called payback, and I think you've got Carvel coming up later.
How about
There's no lawsuit, but there is payback.
ice cream wrestling?
These blue skies, how beautiful is that? The quick photographer saying, quote, it looked as though God parted the clouds. makes a mistake. Take a look at this.
And Hosmer holds it fair, and it's handled by the ball girl.
She scooped up the ball by mistake. That look on her face, it says something all, doesn't it? That play was rolled a double, but maybe she should have taken advice from one of her coworkers. Remember this story? A couple weeks ago, another ball girl was spotted snagging foul ball after foul ball. When Lynn Herman joined us on Fox and Friends, she told us what you need to do to become a ball girl.
One of the requirements is that you have to play college softball, so you have to know the game and have to have some fielding skills.
And boy, did she ever. Luckily, the Red Sox won the game 2-1. That's lucky for Red Sox fans, not necessarily brothers.
You know, there is so much instinct in baseball. You know, you see the ball coming, you want to grab it.
And boy, did she ever. Luckily, the Red Sox won the game 2-1. That's lucky for Red Sox fans, not necessarily brothers.
You know, there is so much instinct in baseball. You know, you see the ball coming, you want to grab it.